So what do I feel? I feel like we need to believe the gospel of Jesus to guarantee our way into heaven when this life is over. Even through all this drama and rioting and craziness, we're going to still have to face death, someday as well. So do you know for sure if you'll be in heaven? If you believe the gospel of Jesus, that he went to his own people, the Jews, and they received him not, they put him on the cross, and that's where he died, paying for all the sins of the world. He was buried, and he rose on the third day, and he was seen alive. Rejoice evermore. That's the gospel that you must believe to guarantee your spot in heaven. So I prayed during this time. We're thinking about, you know, death and the after death, really, because we see that people are getting killed left or right by whether it's racial police, racist police, whether it's violence in the street, whether it's sickness, whether it's accidents, whatever it might be. We're COVID-19, quote unquote. Whatever it might be, it's appointed unto man once to die, and after that the judgment. So we're all going to have to see God face to face one day and face judgment. If we're a believer, we're judged differently. The unbeliever is judged and condemned into hell, man. So and judged by your works at that, and and received punishments received by the works and things that you've done since you're an unbeliever. The believer is justified. Only the believer is justified, and will receive, you know, our reward based on the good and bad that we've done in Christ. So whether you done whatever you done, if you're a believer, you're justified, and you're gonna lose rewards or either gain rewards if you continue to sin or things like that. And you don't want to live in sin as a believer, because you'll just die quicker in the flesh, and you'll be short of those rewards. But yet and still you'll be a believer. So if you die on this earth and you're not a believer, it's not about if you're a good person or if you gave this or you did that. Did you believe the gospel? And that's what's going to determine where you go when you die. So again, I'm here to speak on that during this rioting and looting and all this stuff that's going on, and just through the you know racial injustice, everything that's going on. God is bigger than all of this. So you got to just believe that and know that God even foresaw the race war, or the whatever that might turn out to be. It's going to get crazier. So let's just get ready. The believer knows this already. So if you're listening now, I pray you believe the gospel of Jesus. John 1:12, it says, "But as many as received him, to them gave he power to become the sons of God, even to them that believe on his name." John 3:16 says, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life." So we must believe on Jesus, not Yeshua. Yeshua is the son of none. Jesus is the son of God. Joshua is the son of none as well. He had 5 different names. Jesus is only one name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved. That's Acts 4:10 through 12. So again, the name is Jesus. He is God manifest in the flesh. And he went to his own people, the Jews, and they rejected him, put him on the cross. They killed him on the cross, and he paid for all the sins of the world, the ones we've done, the ones we haven't done yet. He was taken down from the tree, buried, but he rose on the third day, and he was seen alive by his witnesses above 500. So if you believe that, that's why you should go to heaven, and that's how you go to heaven. So again, I pray you believe that truth, man, and through all the drama that we're gonna still face, we got to put the full armor on to be ready to stand against the wiles of the devil. So again, rest in condolences to the family of George Floyd, and to any family that's been suffering through these type of pains, like the Eric Garner family, the Sandra Bland family. There's so many more families, man. I wish I can name all the names of people that's been wrongly killed, and just have no justice behind those cases as well, in terms of no one being held responsible. Because even a believer breaks the law, you got to go face that consequence. So whether you're an unbeliever or a believer, you got to face consequences here on earth. When we break the law, we got to face that consequence. So whether he was black or white, it doesn't matter. You killed a man in cold blood, and you should face the consequences here on earth. But even anybody can be saved, man. It doesn't matter what you do, you can be saved. as long as you believe the gospel. That's why it's one narrow way. And Jesus paid for the sins of the world. So anything bad we can do in this world, Jesus paid for it. But how do we receive that gift? We got to believe. Believing is to receive. John 1:12. But as many as received him, to them gave he power to become the sons of God, even to them that believe on his name. So again, let's get that true gospel out there. Let's send that message out there. It's great to peacefully protest, but let's share the gospel, which is the power unto salvation, to everyone that believe it. All right? Have a great day.